you agree that the intellect that you have is not from book learning or education, but from within your soul?
There's a the interesting way the question was put. Do I agree? Um, I would say yes, but I would also add and say that also the intelligence, the intellect, the knowledge that I have now also comes from the experiences that I would have had in the life that I've lived so far. Because um, see, unless we have experiences, we would never know exactly what to do with the knowledge that we acquire. Right? We would have it, but we would never really know what to do with it. It would just be knowledge, arbitrary knowledge. But to be able to apply that knowledge, we need to have experiences, whether good or bad. We need to have experiences that are going to shape us or induce the application of the knowledge. Right? Some knowledge comes naturally. Right? Perfect example. I don't know if anyone knows this. I think we would have mentioned it in the first episode. But Nick is a brilliant artist. Like Nick paints, draws, sculpts, right? No one taught him. So that is clearly not something that came from a book or a teacher or anything like that, right? I am and have always been a natural born athlete. I was always an agile child, teenager, young adult. No one taught that to me. I always had good coordination. No one taught that to me.
What about writing?
Writing, right?
Storytelling, I should say. Storytelling.
Oh yes, storytelling. Yeah, no one really taught me to tell stories. Again, it's just something that was a part of me, and I think that is where you see the intellect and the intelligence that comes from your soul. That is where that stands out, right? Um, but the other things like let's say to be able to like for my case and maybe for your case to run a business, we had to learn um, what it takes to run a business. But some people have it naturally. Some
Right.
people just start like 9, 10, 11, and they have businesses in school and things like that. Different people are like your talents are essentially the intelligence that comes from your soul, right? And everyone has some talent or a number of talents, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Right? We don't have few people.
Yeah.
We don't have people like that.
So to add to that, the things that come naturally to us, as Ron said, would have come from within your soul. And the things that don't come so naturally or may not come naturally at all, but that we would like to achieve in this life, that we would like to gain, I would say has to come from education, external education, because of the fact that, as you mentioned, bro, businesses, for us as an example, we because we're not that inclined, we have to learn it. But in learning it, we gain a new skill.
Very true.
And who knows, maybe our next generation, it will come naturally to them, inclusive of all the things that we've had before that came naturally to us.
Exactly.
So I would say that yes, there's a bit of both that is required, um, especially for again building legacy. Because as I mentioned just now, the for future generations, it's important to think of those things. It's important to, well, without getting too technical about biology and DNA, but those things tend to be encoded for the future generation.